Independence Day! As we said, happy Independence Day, everybody. Thank you so much for checking this episode out. We've got a very special bottle lined up. We got a very special treat. Is this full episode? Is this bonus? Let's get into it either way, shall we? Yeah, I'm known as Jazzy in some circles. This is W2 in other circles. How do you do, sir?
I'm doing quite well. How are you doing, sir?
Quite fine.
The British are coming. The British are coming.
Did they have razor blade necklaces back in the day? I don't know. But what day are we talking about? Why are we dressed like this? You know, it's not Halloween. No, it's not even Summerween.
4th of July.
4th of July. And we have our wigs and our tricorn hats because we're getting into a very special bottle of George Washington rye.
How cool is this?
It is so cool. And a fun story behind it. I mean,
I have a lot of things to read.
Yes.
I have a lot of questions.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you even have a little bit of a clarification, which I think does deserve being said.
And I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. This is cool. Thank you. You went the extra mile for this, and how appropriate this is.
Yeah. I mean, when I found out, when I was working on the newsletter, you can check it out this month, savortheburn.com and the Patreons. I mean, the tiers are very inexpensive, right? They start at like $3, right?
$3.
And then you have access to this month's newsletter. This month's newsletter, as I was working on it, I was like, 4th of July, what can I do? Did any president have anything to do with distillation? Google it and George Washington had a still. And I'm like, what? And the whole thing just it snowballed from there.
My understanding is after his presidency, he turned to liquor.
Yeah. He had a
fired up his still
and fully functioning farm, and part of the thing back in the day was preservation. You
not just chopping down cherry trees.
Right. Yeah. He did not tell a lie. So yeah, he had to back in the day, like everybody did this. If you had a farm, if you had grain and livestock, it was a full like. The more I read about George Washington, he never did anything half-assed. Like he did everything full tilt and to the best of his abilities, period, right? So, part of having a farm and self-sustainability is you had to have a means of distillation, and he absolutely did. You don't want your grain to spoil and to go to waste. You want to be able to keep what you don't sell, and this is one wonderful way to do that.
Give us a bottle pop. MSK made us a lemon cake.
Oh, beautiful.
With whipped cream icing.
All right, there we go. It didn't want to let go. Composite cork.
Yep.
And a nice kind of oak wood topper.
This is the George Washington's Rye Whiskey. This is produced in Virginia by the George Washington Distillery. It's a rye whiskey coming in at 86 proof. This special bottle of George Washington's rye whiskey is one of a limited number of bottles distilled at George Washington's reconstructed distillery at Mount Vernon. The mash bill or recipe was discovered by researchers examining the distillery ledgers for 1798 and 1799. His whiskey consisted of 60% rye, 35% corn, and 5% malted barley.
Mm-hmm.
The records also indicate that George Washington's whiskey was distilled at least twice before being sent to market. In Washington's time, whiskey was not aged and was sold in its original form. The whiskey in this bottle accurately represents that process. Mount Vernon staff used Washington's original mash bill and traditional 18th century methods in the production of this rye whiskey. This included grinding of all the grain in Washington's water-powered grits mill, fermenting in wooden mash tubs, and distilling in copper pot stills heated by wood fires. So yeah, off camera before we got started, a couple of the questions that immediately came to my mind was, if this is truly a rye whiskey, which is what the label says, doesn't it have to be aged in a virgin charred oak, American white oak barrel? The answer is yes.
By today's standards.
By today's standards, and I think that's the exception.
Yeah.
This is produced to mirror what would have been produced back in 1798.
And from the photos and everything that I've seen online, it's an exact replication of everything, all the way down to the grist milling and the process, and it's wood fired. And copper stills that are encased in I've never seen stills like that before.
So by today's standards, this is a white dog.
Yeah, it's a white dog.
That's been proofed down to 86 proof. So technically, proof-wise, it meets the standards. The mash bill, technically, by today's standards, meets the standards. It's just not. It just has not spent any time in charred oak barrels. Did you pour me water, or what do we got going on?
See how clear that is? I mean, that is clear.
There's no rivulets, there's no drops, there's no nothing.
Yeah, I thought I gave it a little bit of a swirl job there for you.
Okay.
Yeah, there's legs on there. There's legs on there. First thought off that nose, what do you got?
Well, first off, it's like, yep, that's white dog.
White dog, yeah. It smells like shine, dude.
That's right off the still. It's shine.
Yeah, it's unaged. It's new make. It's everything I thought it would be.
But it's proof down to 86 proof. So what are we gonna get into here?
Yeah, all right. I got to write some notes down here because I'm actually getting some fun stuff here that I wasn't expecting. Like I'm getting cornbread.
How wild is it though? In 1798.
Yeah.
Whiskey was not put in barrels and aged.
Right.
It was right off the still, straight to market.
Boom. Yeah. Yeah. Second still.
Second still. Yeah.
Like you said, and here on this note card that came with the bottle, it says the same. It says a lot of the same thing. This bottle of George Washington Straight Rye Whiskey is one of the limited number made at Mount Vernon's reconstructed distillery mash bill. And I thought this was really cool because this mash bill mirrors a lot of what the mash bills are, today. 60% rye, 35% corn, and 5% malted barley. A recipe discovered in Washington's distillery ledgers from 1798 and 1799. His whiskey was distilled at least twice before being sent to market in its unaged, colorless form.
So there's a lot of a sugary marshmallow sweetness.
You're getting marshmallow on there?
Yeah.
Sugary marshmallow.
And that shine Everclear.
Right, it's got shine all over it.
Let's just do this.
Let's do it. Let's see what we get.
To George Washington and his rye whiskey. His clear looks like water.
Yeah.
Rye whiskey.
That's fun, dude. Yeah, it's got corn. There's funkiness in there. What is that? Okay.
There's a grassy note.
What was the corn in there? 35% corn.
35%.
It's so corn forward.
And 5% malted barley.
Yeah, it's grainy.
So you originally sent me the picture of this bottle, and I'm like, is that an empty bottle?
It's in an empty bottle.
There's nothing in it. I thought this was a rye whiskey, not vodka.
Vodka. Yeah, thank goodness it's not. Yeah, I mean,
gin.
This drink's like shine, dude. Like most shine.
It's 86 proof
86
shine.
Proof shine. Like most shine, they'll sell it at 100 proof.
You're not gonna go blind.
Right. Yeah, I'd love to see what this would do. Just spending some time in some barrels. Maybe I'll bite the bullet and I'll see if I can find a way to get
one of those like 5-liter like little wooden barrels and throw this in there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, when I discovered that Washington was he made his own whiskey and that it was available today, like not those OG bottles, but like the recreation of and like the history behind it all. I knew that we had to have it, especially since I was going to end up writing a little bit on the newsletter about it. But I knew that we had to have it for a 4th of July.
You know what
review.
You know what I would like to believe.
What's that?
I would like to believe if the speculations and rumors and wishful thinkings are true.
Yes, I would like to believe that too.
I would like to believe that George Washington went to Shanks.
Yeah, John Shank, the Swedish Mennonite farmer.
Said, I need as many barrels of your rye whiskey as possible.
We need supplies
for my troops.
Here's the plan.
And he went, oh my goodness. And that was the spark that it was like, when I'm out of office, I'm starting a distillery.
Maybe.
And I cannot tell a lie.
Yeah. I mean, some people say that it was James Anderson, his first farm. What does it say here? First farm manager. Yeah, at the suggestion of James Anderson, Mount Vernon's Scottish farm manager, George Washington began distilling whiskey at his Dogue, Dogue run farm in 1797. After finding success in the first year with just 2 stills in his cooperage, Washington decided to construct a large purpose-built whiskey distillery with 5 copper pot stills. Okay, so this answers a lot more questions than I anticipated here. It was Washington's most profitable enterprise. Yeah, whiskey, come on. Producing nearly 11,000 gallons of whiskey in 1799 alone, likely making it the largest of its kind in America. With the generous support of the Distilled Spirits Council of the United States and its members, the distillery was reconstructed on its original site based upon archaeological and historical records. In early 2007, the site opened to the public and began making whiskey once again using traditional 18th century methods. Anyway, I saw you pull the cake towards you. Lemon cake.
It's a lemon cake with whipped cream topping.
Yes. That's delicious. Thank you, Miss Katie. America loves you.
America.
Yep.
Miss Katie, come to save the day.
For us here in the Kansas City area, this bottle was a little difficult to get a hold of. It was because if you go on their site and you try to order it, come to find out they don't ship outside of Virginia. They have it some places in Washington, D.C. They have it at the distillery and select military bases, I believe is what the site says.
Then? Oh, I know how you got it.
Through some connections. I mean, Washington had his Lafayette. I had my Deceptio. So thank you to the connections through Last War and Agents of Chaos and Server 1976. I am totally stoked to have this one here. So thank you to everybody that helped make this bottle happen in our possession.
Awesome.
What a fun experience this was. I don't know if this is going to get great marks from me as far as Do
we review it as we typically would, or do we just
I think we should.
Do we old school from the hip?
Shoot from the hip. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the regular old school, or not the old school style review. I got to give it every bottle gets a fair shake here on Savor the Burn. And this one here,
good call.
As unique as it is, and questionable by today's standards and definitions of what straight rye whiskey is. Or no, nobody said straight rye. They just said rye whiskey.
It just says rye whiskey.
Yeah. So I gotta do it. I gotta do it our way. We do it our way. Bottle presentation. We haven't talked about this at great length, but we do both like it.
It's a cool label, man. It's for what it is. It serves its purpose very well.
Here's a quote: October 29th, 1799.
Should we put a drop of water in it?
You know what? Why not? I'm gonna do it. I mean, Washington was all about innovation, and I seriously doubt that he released it at 86 proof. So I'm gonna see. It says here, George Washington, October 29th, 1799. He said, 200 gallons of whiskey will be ready this day for your call, and the sooner it is taken, the better, as the demand is brisk. They had a way of words back then. A way with words back then. Oh, this was distilled 2026. This is bottle number 46. So, I mean,
that's
it's got
kind of cool.
A couple little, boxes here of information here. Distilled, aged, and bottled by hand at George Washington's distillery. Handcrafted using 18th century methods. Lots of fun information. So
A drop of water didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything, or didn't do it, just like made it worse?
Didn't do anything.
I'm going to find out for myself.
I think you should.
You can't take the word of a man that wears a wig and a tricorn hat. Like, you got to find out for yourself.
Cannot tell a lie.
Oh, you can. You just choose not to. I dig the bottle presentation, man. And it's a 375. It was like $98. It's a lot for a little. But, man, they're just
for what it is.
It is so... It is grainy.
It is very grainy.
On that finish. Goodness.
It is very grainy.
I dig the bottle presentation. I don't know if I'm wowed by it, but I really do like it.
It's shine all day long.
Yeah.
Without the bubble gum and the blue lightning flavors. Popcorn and caramel and mocha and...
This almost tastes like popcorn.
Blue Girl and... I mean, there is a popcorn note in there. We did not say it, but there is 100% a popcorn, like a butter popcorn note. Mm-hmm. That's indicative of White Dog. A lot of White Dogs have a buttery popcorn note that shows up. Honestly, there's nothing that shows up that says, "Yep, that's rye."
That's a rye. Yeah, it doesn't.
The White Dog prevails.
I wonder how much the barrel has to play in bringing out the rye character, because if this
a really good point.
If this is unaged and it's 86 proof, it's a very common by today's standards mash bill as far as rye is concerned. Why aren't we picking up the rye?
Yep.
Maybe it's the strain of rye. Maybe it could be any number of things. We talked about getting into the numbers on here. We talked about the nose, the palate, the finish, the bottle presentation, right? Kind of at great length. I mean, you're still here with us. Thank you so much. We assigned those 4 categories as our main categories of judgment, so to speak. We go 0 to 5 on those ratings, just how we feel about it today during this rating. And we assign those numbers, add those up out of a possible 20, take that number, divide it by 2, and that's how we get our 0 to 10. Otherwise, this is 0 to 20. Who wants that? No, we want a 0 to 10, right? That's why we do what we do. On the nose, we had cornbread. It was sugary. There was some marshmallow in there and popcorn, and it smelled like moonshine. Just, it's White Dog. It's new make White Dog. So that's what it's going to smell like to us. On the nose, I gave it a 3.5. Maybe I went too high. I don't know. We'll find out here with Mr. Judgmental. W2.
I gave it a dose.
He gave it. Okay. That's how we're going to play it. Palate. There was a little bit more of the corn, and it started getting really grainy there. The popcorn was ever present, and there's a little bit of butteriness in there too. Once again, moonshine all day, every day. New make.
Yeah.
Not really any rye to speak of here. So palate for me, I kept it locked in at 3.5. How about you?
I came up to 2.5.
2.5? All right. Finish. Corn, White Dog, and grainy, and also moonshine. Like that's what I wrote down. Did you have anything else you wanted to add to that? No. Okay. So I liked it though. So
more butter popcorn.
I liked it, but it kind of fell off because for me the finish was like it was rapid. It was there and then it just wasn't. So for me, I ended up dropping that down to a 3.0.
Well, I agree 100% with you.
Yeah.
And for me, the finish was the star of the show, so I gave it a 3.
You gave it a 3 even. All right.
Yep.
Bottle presentation for me was the star of the show. I really like it. I mean, you've got
that's a true story.
You got a different depiction of Mr. George Washington himself right there
with his wooden teeth and all.
That was a rumor. There's a neck tag here. You got a composite cork. We like them natural around here, but we're not mad at them when they're fake. Movies are fake. We like those. It's got a cool dark wood topper. lots of fun little information. And if I'm not mistaken, it does come with an info card. This info card, I believe, comes with the aged one here, because it does say this whiskey was aged for 2 years at the Mount Vernon estate in charred American oak barrels, given a dark amber color and a flavor with notes of vanilla and caramel. I didn't get vanilla or caramel, and it's not dark amber.
It's definitely not this expression
at all. So, thank you, Deceptio, for grabbing that card for that information there. But bottle presentation for me, I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. I gave it a 375. How about you? Where did you come in here? 2?
Girl.
Oh, really? Girl, same. All right. Sameth. 3.75 red coats out of 5. Final score, again, like we said, these 4 categories added up, divided by 2. My score was probably the lowest I've scored any bottle ever, and this was a 6.875 for me total. How about you?
Mine definitely was the lowest I've scored a bottle, and mine came in at 5.625.
All right. Guys, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's
White
Dog.
It's a White Dog rye.
But how cool is it?
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, this is a direct
awesome
recreation of not only the mash bill, but the entire process of what George Washington did at his estate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a cool, fun story behind the bottle itself, and then just the acquisition of it for us. I mean, we had to smuggle this thing across state lines. Come on. I mean, is that illegal? I don't want to know, because ignorance is 9/10 of the law or something. I'm not sure what that word is there. So, do we have anything we want to say? Would you use this as a cocktail if you had
nope.
if you had 10 bottles of this? What would you do with them?
Gift them,
because it's a super cool, unique thing to give as a gift. Yeah. Well, I'm going to finish this cake after the episode, because, it's 4th of July. You guys got a lot of things to light. You got fingers to lose.
You got things to blow up.
You have food to char on that grill, hopefully. I know if you're watching this on YouTube, there's going to be no way for you to post pictures down here in the comments. But if you go on Facebook, we'll make a post about it in the Burn Nation Savor the Burn Facebook group. So check out Burn Nation on Facebook. Go in there, look for the Independence Day George Washington whiskey post, and whatever it is that you're grilling or drinking, I'd be interested in seeing what you guys have to. Take a picture and drop it in the comment section on there. But if you're on the YouTube and your favorite podcast audio only app of choice, thank you guys so much for following along. Share us with your favorite, whiskey enthusiast friends. And guys, no matter what you're drinking, who you're drinking it with, where you're drinking it, never forget.
Keep on burning. Happy 4th of July.